3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everybody. Back in the Emergency Operations Center here in Hartford, which has been open since March due to COVID and is now doing double duty given the tropical storm Isaias, which is impacting our region. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. The COVID numbers are good, by the way. The tropical storm numbers are hitting us pretty hard. As you probably know, this was a tropical storm that moved very quickly up through North Carolina, which was hit, New Jersey, which was hit very hard, New York, which was hit. Now there's blue sky in New York, Fairfield County, western Connecticut primarily. There was recently a tornado warning for Hartford, which has passed. It's this very fast-moving storm, moving at about 40 miles an hour, is now heading up towards New England. A little less severe than Hurricane Sandy, which many of us remember. Less winds, probably 60 to 70 miles per hour. A lot less rain, in part because the storm is moving pretty quickly. And thankfully, this is a tropical storm that hits us more or less at low tide. So we're not going to see the flooding that you saw from Hurricane Sandy. And most of it is more inland, as you can imagine. Westport, by the way, was hit very hard. You know, over 90% of the town is out of power right now. My friend Mayor Jim Marpy had told me the story. You could look out over Campo Beach. You saw the water spout going down Long Island Sound, then becomes a tornado as soon as it hits dry land. I will tell you that there's been a lot of outages related to trees coming down, primarily. Wet leaves on the trees. And there you got to watch out. That's what the outages have caused us. If you see an outage, you see a tree down, don't touch the wire. Dial 911. Eversource UI are going to get there. They got the trucks on the road, do everything they can to get power up as soon as we can. I'll tell you that a couple of stories. You know, one, Freddie Camillo, the mayor down in Greenwich, was saying a number of people have been trapped in their cars. One there on North Street. And a woman was trapped in her car. The ambulance came, got her out of the car. Then a tree fell on the ambulance. Everybody is okay, but it's just one more reminder why it's better to stay off the roads unless you absolutely have to travel. You know, speaking of roads, it's a number of roads are closed down. You can go to cttravelsmart.org, cttravelsmart.org. You'll see that the Merritt Parkway is closed in both directions in several places, mainly in and around Westport and Fairfield County. Metro North is down right now, and it'll probably be down for most of the night. So, again, go to CT Travel Smart if you want to get the information on that. But that said, as I've been saying for some months, I say again, stay safe and stay at home. And if you got some time, call someone you love or call somebody that needs a call because there's a lot of outages, there's a lot of worry out there, but our crews are working around the clock. And a shout out to the folks right here at the EOC for everything they're doing. Max, any questions?
We'll start with Hearst, Connecticut Media.
The question was about with COVID and shelters and people gathering. Right now, I'm told we haven't had to open any shelters. People have been able to shelter at home, which is much safer. And I think since we're on the backside of this tropical storm, that'll be the case.
The Day of New London.
Who else?
The Hartford Current.
Hey, Governor, this is Zach Current. I suppose it may be too early to tell just yet, but have you all already gotten a sense of whether there may be a reason to declare like a disaster area in certain spots or for the state yet?
Hartford Current, do we need to call the disaster area anywhere? And I'm told there's no need to do that at this point. We're monitoring it closely. No need to have an emergency declaration either. I think we got things well in hand, but there's a heat map in there. You can see exactly where the outages are and where the storm was traveling through, and right now it's traveling through.
NBC Connecticut.
There's a lot of Connecticut residents with homes that are tied to Rhode Island. I wanted to ask you, going to the coronavirus pandemic, can you go over a little bit about how you think this quarantine will work and the consequences or enforcement if we don't?
Question was about the quarantine, in particular as regards Rhode Island, since Rhode Island's positivity rate has gone up, so they are now on our quarantine list, which means if somebody is coming from Rhode Island to Connecticut and plans to spend more than a day, meaning they're here for tourism or something, they've got to quarantine for 14 days. But I am told that folks that work at Electric Boat and here more on a temporary basis, there is an exception for them.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News, and a reminder, please make sure your device is muted during the press conference. Channel 3 Eyewitness News. News 8.
Good afternoon, Governor. I think you just spoke a moment ago about the shelter. It was a little bit difficult to hear. Just in terms of the challenges with everything else going on right now, should shelters be needed, how to go about it, and would there be any shortages with people maybe already sheltered?
I don't know, maybe Bill Hackett or somebody. The question was, could there possibly be a shortage when it comes to shelters if they were needed, since we're using some of them for COVID-related right now? Bill, my understanding is we're probably not going to need any shelters. Do you want to add to that?
That is correct. This is Bill Hackett, State Emergency Management Director. Our shelters are handled by our local emergency management directors, but we do have regional shelters in case there is an overload or we need to spread out those municipal shelters. So that plan is in place, and we're prepared to support that.
CT News Junkie.
Don't move too fast.
Got it.
Thanks, Matt. Governor, I wanted to know, do you think that there's going to be any sort of economic impact from this quarantine with Rhode Island?
No, I don't think so, Christine. Again, it's the question about the quarantine with Rhode Island. My hope is that it's short-term and there won't be any economic impact.
The Connecticut Mirror.
No questions, Matt.
The Waterbury Republican American. Circle back one more time to the Day of New London.
No questions, thank you.
News 12 Connecticut. The Associated Press.
I think that's it, everybody. And thank God, no fatalities reported to date. If you can, stay off the roads as best you can. Take care of yourself and take care of somebody you love. Thanks, everybody.